like I said out there on the field, this one felt as good as the last three bowl games. Sort of been amazing. We've been the home team, all four of them. We got to wear our garnet on garnet, and something good keeps happening for us. Seems like late in the game there. So it was a wonderful win for us. Get to 7-6. These senior guys, Dylan and his buddies, have been here the last 4 years, won 40 games, 33-7. So it was a nice finish for our guys to actually win 3 of our last 4. So proud of the team, a heck of a game. Of course, Favreau made some big catches. Dylan had some good throws all over the place, had a few sacks. He should have thrown it away. But other than that, it worked out. The last sack was a good sack because we consumed 5 seconds. And we finally made a first down to win the game at the end. When we scored with 4:13 left, a lot of the guys said they're a running team. They can't throw it. And I said, no. I said, they were onside kick. We'll have to get it and make a first down. You wait and see. And I hate to predict like that, but they decided to kick it deep. And fortunately, we finally made a first down at the end of the game to put it away and consume the clock up. So really happy for our players, happy for the Gamecock fans that came out here. And to finish a winning season was just really, really super for all of us, and especially all the players.
Steve, it seemed like it was kind of an offensive struggle through that first quarter and a half, and then that 78-yard pass. Did you see something there? Did that kind of break?
Well, we were sort of, I tell you, every now and then we think we can run the ball. You know, oh, man, we can run the ball, and these guys, okay, let's see. And we didn't run very far at all. So I finally said, we're going to chunk it down the field and see what happens. So we started chunking it down, and big second quarter, obviously, to hit a few balls here and there. Scramble play, Dylan to Mike Davis made a super catch in the end zone. Huge play in the game after getting a holding penalty to have a touchdown called back. So we had a lot of big plays, no question about it. Hung in there. Defense had a lot of good plays, a few bad plays here and there. The little short pass, we missed the tackle, let the guy run another 50 yards. I hope we can quit doing that someday around here, but we didn't do it very well this year. So anyway, Sky Moore had an excellent game. Favreau, Cooper, all of them. John Walton, although he got a careless penalty after making a tackle, right?
Oh, that was Jordan.
Oh, that was Jordan. My bad. My bad. 28.
I couldn't take the blame for that one.
28-42. My bad. It was Jordan. My bad, Jonathan. Jonathan had a heck of a game.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Steve, what made this one so much fun?
Hey, 7-6 or 6-7. Miami, obviously a team with a bunch of national championships. You know, one of the guys said, man, we've been fortunate enough to beat Miami, Michigan, Nebraska, and Wisconsin. And I don't know how many national championships Wisconsin's got, maybe 1 or so, but we beat some big-name teams the last 4 years, and pretty neat. We got one school record this year, Rick, 4 bowls in a row. Put that on TV, will you? So, this team has not got shut out from everything.
Steve, how big is this as far as building momentum for the offseason?
Yeah, a lot of boosts for next year. A lot of boosts for next year. I mean, 7-6. All the guys committed. You know, watched our guys hang in there and make some plays to win the game. So it's a boost. It's a boost. Shot in the arm, energy. I told our guys off-season workouts now are going to have a little more pep to them. A little more fire, a little more, let's get after it. I told them we got to be a more physical, faster team next year. We're not a real fast team overall, and not as physical as we need to be. So we'll try to do that. If we can do that next year, we'll hopefully have a little bit better chance. Oh, he can make plays now. Yeah, we know he's a playmaker. We couldn't spring him for any runs out of the backfield. I don't know what our yards per carry were, but they weren't very good. But we did make some passing yards. Our defense, Jonathan here made a whole bunch of tackles. And Dylan did complete 22 of 34. Pretty good for 294 yards. And that one to Demir was just the last second. Coach Manga said, don't underthrow him because it's downwind. And don't overthrow him. He said, don't overthrow him. So Dylan held it just a hair and threw a beautiful pass. Looked like he's going to be perfect. And the Miami kid just barely tipped it. He made a good play on it.
You put a lot of time, obviously, with the month to prepare, and we're looking at a Miami team that's been struggling a little bit, and you've had a long history with Miami teams. What did you see when you prepared for Miami?
Well, actually, we spent less time on this one than the others. Our players had finals. Yeah, we travel around recruiting, so we did 2 weeks, which is plenty. You don't need more than that, really. So we had 2 weeks of practice. We usually have 2.5, maybe 3 sometimes. But we had a similar plan we always had. Obviously, we didn't run the ball very far, but it worked out. Actually, they had more yards than we did. Titles?
Yeah, coaching staff.
Oh, and the month to come, well, right now, we finish up recruiting. We finish up recruiting with all our guys, and if something happens down the road, we can strengthen our staff somewhere. Then obviously, I got to look at that. But right now, we'll enjoy this win, and we'll call our players and hopefully keep all of them coming, and maybe pick up 1 or 2 after this win. All right, ask these guys some questions.
Just one question. This is your second trip to the Independence Bowl.
Sure is.
And you lost the other one. You win this one. How sweet is this? And this is SEC versus ACC.
You know, I don't get into SEC versus ACC. We never even talked about it. You know, they got good teams. We got good teams. You know, whoever plays the best that day is going to win. Obviously, yeah, obviously they could have won or we could have won the game. We made a few more plays as it turned out. But it's 7-6 rather than 6-7. That's huge. And going into the off season, and you know, I've said all along, dang it, these bowl games are about the most important game of the year because you don't play again until end of August, September. So the fans, we all talk about this one for 7 or 8 months. And it's a huge game, and we treat it differently than all the other games. We got all the wives and kids and grandkids, and I mean, we got a whole entourage. All the parents drive out here and hang out with the players a night or two before the game. So it's a little different in the sky. And we had so much downtime. You know, we're laying around all day yesterday. Regular season, we don't lay around all the time. But still, you come out and play, and these guys are ready to play. They really wanted this one. So really proud of this team right here. Really proud of these guys. All right, ask these guys some questions.